everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel here and my video. I have a fun project for you guys. We're going to do a simply layered page, and let's put together a simply layered page. This is a really fun one. I'm using a whole bunch of products, so let's go through that really quick. The first thing that I'm using is some of this Tropical Escape paper again. I used this in Wednesday's video, and I shared how much I love it. This is great paper, and you'll definitely want to pick it up. This is part of our designer series paper sale this month. You buy 3 and you get 1 free, and you can mix and match, and this is one of them that you can get for free. So I have that information linked down below and on my YouTube channel. So, or on my blog, I'm sorry. So the next thing that that's the paper we're using, and then we're also using this bundle. So this is the Tropical Chic bundle, and it's the stamp set, and then it's the dies. So we're using those. We do some stamping and we do some cutting on the Big Shot. I've done all of that so that I don't, this video is already going to be long. I can feel it, and so I've already done that. And then I'm using the Layering Squares dies. So these are great. You get both of these together. There's a ton of dies, and they're so useful. So I'm using the Layering Squares framelits as well. Okay, so let's jump in and get started. This is going to be a 2-sided layout, and I'm going to go through the different product with you that I use when we get to that. So I'm starting out with Flirty Flamingo cardstock. Over on my Facebook page last weekend, I did a live video where I shared how I organize my 12 by 12 cardstock. Stampin' Up! Is now offering 12 by 12 cardstock in every single color that we have, and you get that in a pack where you get 2 each of each color. So that is what has happened. I have gotten 2 Flirty Flamingo pieces out of that pack, and I'm using it. And then here is a piece of, because this designer paper is only 6 by 6, you will need 2 each of the patterns that you pick. This is 4 inches. This first one we're using is 4 inches, and then these 2 are 3 inches, and all we're doing is lining them up side by side. So if you have 12 by 12 paper that you're using, you'll just need a 4-inch strip, and then you'll need a 3-inch strip. So these simply layered pages that I do are always meant to be able for you to duplicate them. So even if you don't have the exact paper I'm using, you can take the layout and the design and duplicate it. Okay? So we have this now all done, and then what we have here is we have a piece of basic black, and it is cut at 10 by 10. And then I have a piece of Pear Pizzazz that is cut at a 10 inches, 10 1/8 by 10 1/8. So it has the tiniest border right around it. I don't know, I'm on a tiny border kick, you guys. I do not know what the deal is. So what we're going to do here is put some adhesive on this. I would usually be using my ATG gun, but I'm not sure exactly where it's at. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this somewhat in the middle of the page, but here on the edge. Hopefully it's straight. I don't have my grid mat, so I can't, and it's not. What do I always say? Don't press down until you're sure. I feel like that's as straight as it's going to get. Okay, so you guys see that? Okay, so now for this side, what we're going to do is I have stamped my flamingo. Now this flamingo, this layout started back when I did my swap cards. I had one of these left over, and I thought, let's turn it into a layout. So you can see a couple things. Here's the flamingo. It's stamped exactly the way I stamped it for my swap cards. I've added 3 glimmer dots to the corner here, and then I have this stamped over the bottom of the flamingo. The flamingo is done in flamingo ink. Then the mat, the photo mat, is in Lovely Lipstick. And then the stamped part right here is in Lovely Lipstick. And I used this stamp set, which everybody close your eyes and don't look. No, just kidding. It is a close to my heart stamp set. It's old. You probably can't get it anymore. But it is the Beyond Awesome Occasions. And I used the Beyond Awesome. And then on the other side, I used Kind of Awesome. And I used it because I love the sentiments, the way they look. And I needed something like that. So it worked out perfect. So nobody tell on me that I used non-Stampin' Up! Product. Don't turn me into the Stampin' Up! Police. Okay, so we have the flamingo, and we're going to put it right here. Then I have 2 photo mats, and they are both at 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 because we're going to put photos in here that are at 4 by 6 because we're going to make it easy to add our photos later. So they're going to be like this, so we can go ahead and add this. I have this ribbon right here. This is Lovely Lipstick, really thin Grosgrain ribbon. I've just wrapped it around the photo mat so that when I go to put my photos in, I can just slip the photo right underneath the ribbon and it will be fine. So I had added a little cheater bow right here. But then I felt like you couldn't really tell that it was a bow because this ribbon is so thin that I was like, well, maybe I don't need to worry about that. But now I'm thinking, now that I see it on here, maybe I do need to worry about it. And maybe I should put another little cheater method bow right up top there. So I might do that when I'm not on camera. So you might see that in photos. So I'm just adding a little bit of foam to this flamingo, just like that. Okay, so the next thing I did is I cut out a bunch of those pieces from the Tropical Chic bundle. You can see that let me zoom in and show you. You're kind of far away. I stamped some on white cardstock. I stamped some on the same type, so it was a tone on tone, and then I used the die to just cut some out. So what I'm going to do is in each of these little corners, what I want to do is kind of add like a little bundle. So I think this will be perfect for up here. So what I want to do is just use some flat adhesive and then use some dimensional. Go flat here. And Kayla was in here and she was helping me cut these out and stamp them, and she put all the little glimmer pieces on the flowers, and she had a fun time doing that. So I just did a bunch of them, and that's why I had some left over for my project from Wednesday. And then we'll just layer these together, and you can just tuck them under, and I don't know, just however you want to kind of put things on here. And then same thing down in this corner. Oh, right here. Okay, so same thing down here. I'm just going to put these here, and we'll do both of these flat, I guess. We're just adding different dimension, different places, and then we'll pop the flower up. Okay, so let's work on our second page. And what we're going to do is I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to put down these layers because it's exactly the same as this side. So you're going to have a 4-inch strip, a 3-inch strip, and then our black mat. And then I'll come back and we'll do the rest of the page. Okay, guys, so you can see that this is just the same. The other side is just the same. It's just different designs, which I really love. So we're going to do sort of the same thing where we are going to layer our photo mats. And I like to try to make sure that they're, you know, somewhat lined up. And then, so for these photo mats, I have a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So again, I'm just going to drop those photos into these, and I'm not going to worry about it. No funky sizes. Okay, so those will go here. This is going to go right here. And then we're going to have some of these same layers here. and here. Okay guys, so I'm all finished. My camera ran out of battery, so I had to change that really quick. So here is the layout all together. I have my little piece over here, so that's where I did this some kind of awesome. I left a little space here so that if I wanted to attach some journaling, I could do that. I could just add a little piece of Whisper White cardstock or some vellum or something, and that would work perfectly. Then I have some flowers and leaves over here, and then that's how my layout looks. So if you want to see photos, you can check that out on my website. And then this is a simply layered page. You just add your photos later. Kayla said she wanted this in her album, so I think I'll do that for her. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Make sure you head over to my website to see photos and all the information of all of the fun stuff that is going on. Don't forget that this month I am giving away this stamp set and this project kit. So you spend $50 with me, you use the host code, you get the brand new stamp set, plus you get a project kit to put this together with an exclusive video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back next week to hang out with you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.